Limited, a UK-based company listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange, addressing members of the pen profession at the ESCO lounge of the Osun Government Secretariat. The special advisor to the Governor of Mining and Natural Resources, Professor Lukman Jimoda, said the state investigation revealed various unethical business practices, including alleged tax evasion, use of proxies, and failure to comply with environmental assessments. The special advisor, who said the companies involved are Scenic Engineering, ATF Consulting, Monument Nigeria, and others, added that the companies are reportedly engaged in outsourcing employment and operations to undisclosed third parties without proper documentation or environmental compliance. Professor Jimoda further emphasized that the cellular project, despite its significant production since 2019, has resisted complying with extant law like PITA and CETA, which govern tax levies, expressing concerns over pollution, including particulate emissions and possible acid drains from waste rocks, which pose serious environmental risks to the state.
Our findings reflected that they are engaging in unethical business practices, alleged tax evasion, sharp operational practices, and engaging in drilling and some other parties that are not disclosed to the state government. They have resisted complying despite the extant law that allows such levies. You know, there's what we call PITA and CETA, the personal income taxation and company income taxation. Apart from the levy, we have issues with particulates in the air. We have issues with gaseous pollution. We have issues with possible acid rains from waste rocks.
Also in their separate submission at the briefing, the State Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Oluomokola Kwalimi, Chairman Osun Internal Revenue Service, Mr. Shola Adewumi, and the Financial Consultant to the Ministry of Mining and Natural Resources, Dr. Wale Bolondro, the Osun State Government is demanding the payment of accrued taxes and environmental development levies, as well as proper documentation for all involved parties, stressing that Osun has not received its due revenue from the Segurola project for over 3 years, despite its bankable gold production since 2019. They added that the refusal to remit taxes from both direct employees and service providers, as well as evasion of other financial obligations, highlights a deeper issue of corporate governance and transparency. The trial noted that Governor Adeleke's administration has emphasized the need for due payment to be made, while also ensuring that business operations continue smoothly.
Get the public abreast of the developments that is ongoing between the state in the area of solid minerals and specifically Segurola group of companies. We want to keep, through you, the state and the entire country and the world abreast of that development.
Gentlemen of the press, the governor would like to assure the public and the media that a due process has been followed. Regrettably, the company, Stroll, has engaged in subterfuge to allegedly evade tax by failing to disclose fully its service provider using the same premises and their corresponding tax information required by the state for proper tax assessment of their employees, staff, and labor. This has reflected in the delay and extra work that government officials had to go through in the last 18 months.
They added that this balanced approach by Senator Ademola Adeleke-led administration underscored the state's willingness to foster investment, but not at the expense of its physical health or integrity. It has been Oluwa Tobiloba Odunuga reporting.
As Nigeria approaches its 64th Independence Day, the federal government has lauded the country's 25th uninterrupted democracy, calling it a testament to the will of the Nigerian people to sustain freedom and liberty for future generations. Speaking at a world briefing in Abuja, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, described Nigeria's journey since independence as one of resilience, strength, and progress despite numerous challenges. The minister noted that this is time for reflection, celebration, and renewed awe as we honor the journey of Nigeria. The briefing also underscored recent successes in Nigeria's fight against insecurity and the steady decline in inflation, while the government continues to support small businesses through grants and financial incentives. Minister Idris concluded by calling on Nigerians to remain united and committed to building a nation that stands as a beacon for Black people worldwide. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, stated that the current administration has made significant achievements that have positively impacted the daily lives of citizens. They specifically highlighted the introduction of the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, which has alleviated transportation difficulties for the populace. Addressing journalists at a press conference to mark the 64th independence anniversary, Akume said that to encourage the conversion to CNG-powered land transportation, the government has begun distributing CNG conversion kits at no cost to Nigerians. Mr. Akume also said the president gave priority to the growth of the economy through the SMEs. He added that a total of 22,120 students have benefited from 2.5 billion naira disbursed by the Nigerian Students' Loan Fund, while noting that the government has also learned from the flood ravaging many states of the country, adding that efforts have been stepped up to prevent a reoccurrence. And now from sports, Nigeria's women's under-19 cricket team, the junior female Yellow Greens, will face their rivals from East Africa, Rwanda, in one of the semi-finals of the 2025 ICC Women's T20 Under-19 World Cup Africa Qualifier Division 1 on Saturday. Having qualified with a game to spare, the junior female Yellow Greens cemented the top spot in Group B of Division 1 with a comprehensive 86-run win over Malawi, setting up the last four clash against Uganda, Rwanda, who finished second in Group A. And now from the foreign scene, families fleeing the escalating conflict in Lebanon poured into Syria in growing numbers, waiting for hours in heavy traffic to reach the relative safety of another war-torn country. UN officials estimated that thousands of Lebanese and Syrian families had made the journey, and those numbers are expected to grow as Israel targets southern and eastern Lebanon in an aerial bombardment. Local officials said the strikes have killed more than 600 people this week, just as Israel says it is targeting Hezbollah fighters and weapons, while more than a quarter of those killed were women and children. Lines of buses and cars extended for several miles from the Syria border, and some families were seen making the journey on foot. That ends the midday news on OSBC TV. Join us at 3 for the States News. It was edited by Michael Adeleke. Thanks for watching. Good afternoon.